In today's video, we're going to compare the Saucony Ride 18 with the Hoka Clifton 9. Now, they're two of the most popular shoes in each range, both known as a neutral daily trainer, but there's some key upgrades to the Ride 18 which differentiates it from the Clifton 9, and we're going to break them down for you today. We purchased the shoes independently, so if you buy the shoes through the link in the description, it helps fund our channel without affecting the price that you pay. So let's get stuck into the cushioning. So you've got the PWR Run Plus cushioning in the Ride 18. They've added 2 mils of extra stack compared to the previous model, so it's a little bit softer, a little bit spongier, and a little bit springier than the previous model. They've also altered the forefoot, so they've added these extra grooves through the forefoot, which makes it a lot more flexible than it was in the previous model. Therefore, it feels a lot more aggressive in terms of geometry. So it pushes you through to the forefoot at a quicker rate, facilitates more of a push-off phase due to the extra bend and the aggressive forefoot rocker. So it makes it much more of an up-tempo shoe than the previous model. In contrast to that, with the Clifton 9, it's got the typical CMEVA cushioning that's quite responsive. So when you apply pressure to it, it springs you back out again, but the geometry of the shoe isn't as aggressive as what you get in the Ride 18. So this is more of a classic day-to-day workhorse of a shoe, covers huge amounts of mileage, very durable, but not as aggressive, not as up-tempo as what you get in the Ride 18. It has some stability features to it as well, so it's got some nice sole flare where the sole comes out wider than where your foot sits in the shoe. It's got a relatively big sidewall on the inside and on the outside of the shoe, sitting between the heel and the midfoot. That comes up, cradles your heel, helps to reduce the amount of pronation moments on top of the shoe. We've got some similar features in the Ride 18, so you've got sidewalls on the inside and the outside of the shoe with a nice broad base of support and some nice sidewalls. So both shoes are what we classify as a stable neutral shoe. Flat bed, which makes it a neutral, but we've got some elements of stability with the sidewalls, with the sole flare, broad base support. So as we move up the shoe, they're different as well. We've got a classic narrow fit in the toe box in the Clifton 9, which was synonymous with the Hoka range. So it's more of a raised taper, wraps around your foot. It can be a little bit tight, true to size and length, but if you have a wider foot, you might look for the wide option in the Hoka. In contrast to that, we've got plenty of space in the Ride 18. So you've got good length, a little bit low in volume, so it's a little bit low in the height, but you've got good width, true to size length, and it comes in a wide version as well. Nice padded tongues on both that are gusseted, a bit more padding around the heel counter on the Ride 18 than on the Clifton. So overall, they're two different types of shoes. They're both stable neutral shoes, can both be used for daily use, for long runs, easy runs, but the Ride 18 is a bit more of an up-tempo shoe, a bit more spring to it, a bit more aggressive in geometry. It's a little bit heavier, coming in at 274 grams as opposed to 249 grams in size 9 men's US in the Clifton, and it has a slightly higher drop of 8 mils in the Ride 18 versus 5 mils in the Clifton. So slightly different geometries, weights and performance. If you've got any questions on them, please leave them in the comment section below. If you purchase through the links, again, really helpful for the channel without affecting the price that you pay. Otherwise, checking out our other videos, liking and subscribing to the channel is also really beneficial. Thank you very much for watching.